Hello, this is Matt Belinkie with Overthinking It, and we are talking to Tom Angleberger. Tom, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, and you pronounced my name right.
This guy, I've been practicing all night. Tom
awesome.
is, among other things, the author of the very popular Origami Yoda series of children's books. So, if you have a 10-year-old at home, you already own these books. For those who don't, Tom, can you briefly summarize the premise?
A kid makes an Origami Yoda. It's a finger puppet. He brings it to school. Obviously, if Yoda's going to talk to people, it's going to give people great advice, right? So that's the book. What if, when you were in middle school and you had all those middle school disasters, what if Yoda had been there to get you out of all those messes?
Now, here's what I think is intriguing about this. The character of Dwight, who makes the first puppet, he is very socially awkward. By the end of the book, he has everybody in the school coming to him for advice. So this is basically a story about how a socially awkward kid finds his voice through pop culture, which I think is something that a lot of people here can identify with.
You know, you're absolutely right. That's why people are dressing up today. That's why people are obsessed with a certain character, because that character says what they can't quite figure out how to say to people, you know? And that's exactly what Yoda does.
I think there's something very true about the idea that, like, at that age especially, it's easier to get your advice through the Star Wars lens than just straight.
When I first started, it was going to be one kid making Yoda, and that was going to be it. And then, of course, it quickly became apparent that the next kid would make Darth Vader.
Yeah.
And so that went all dark side. But after that, it was like, you know, what about a girl who's having some trouble? She turns to the Ewoks for help. And the Ewoks are all about sticking together and loyalty.
Now, here's something that intrigues me. These movies are almost 40 years old. Many of your fans weren't even born the last time a Star Wars movie came out.
Right.
And yet, everybody knows who Yoda is.
Oh
Even without using the word Star Wars, right? I noticed that people don't talk about Star Wars as a movie. People just talk about Yoda as a character.
Right, right. And it is amazing. I can go anywhere, and people are like, they don't have any idea who I am or whatever. And then I'm like, I fold a Yoda and I'm saying, this is Yoda. And they all know exactly. It instantly makes sense. And plus, everybody loves origami. I do love it when kids come up to me and they were like, the first origami I ever folded was Origami Yoda, and now I folded this, and they bring out a box of origami.
It's like a life-size Millennium Falcon.
Yes.
So Tom, your latest work, you actually get to go to that galaxy far, far away and play in that universe.
Oh my gosh,
now.
it has been so much fun. I mean, I had a great time with the origami, but this was a chance to really be in the real Star Wars universe. And I just had the time of my life, man. It was so much fun.
So tell me what this is. Is this a straight novelization of
Well,
Return of the Jedi?
straight is not exactly the word for it. In fact, we were sort of asked not to do straight novelizations. Each one of us was asked to do the original trilogy books in our own style. Mine is sort of written in I love Star Wars way, whereas like I just love everything about Return of the Jedi. I didn't want to leave anything out, so I just kept packing stuff in. We also got the Macquarie illustrations.
Oh wow!
Oh, it's like a dream come true for me.
So this is original concept art?
Yeah, this is original Macquarie stuff. It's just beautiful. And then we also got some Joe Johnston storyboards in there.
Yeah.
All of it is done with an understanding of what came before, you know? So like when we're thinking what Darth Vader's thinking about, you know, he's thinking about Padme and his lost children and all that kind of stuff. And we didn't know that when we saw Return of the Jedi when I was a kid, but now we do, and so I had a chance to go back and think about it all in the new light of all this new information.
Yeah. Do you agree with me that the Yub Nub song is needs to come back? We sort of miss it.
Well, like if you look at my book, it practically ends on the word Yub Nub.
There you go.
I love Yub Nub. I think Yub Nub is very important.